can you use tricking in real life fighting? Like, can you use it in martial arts?
This is Zachary Ferguson, and today we're going to try and figure out if tricking can actually work for hitting people.
I teach tricking, parkour, free running, tumbling, literally everything. Anything acrobatic you can do. I teach it here.
See, I was gonna pretend like I could do it,
I saw you said no.
but then you.
Later.
I can't do it.
We got this later.
And while that stuff is cool, the nature of this video isn't just to learn how to do backflips and tricks and stuff. Although at the end we do sneak that in.
I didn't have to help you much. That was great. That was great.
And in case you didn't know, I'm very afraid of backflips. Anyway, I wanted to kick some stuff.
I think some of my more mobile techniques, I feel like I'm pretty decent with like a roundhouse kick. My spinning heel is pretty good. Either of those two, I'm pretty decent at.
Okay. The main kicks that you're going to use are inside outside crescents, round and hook kicks. First step is to figure out which side you trick to. And so I usually gauge that by 2 tests. So if you jump and 360 in the air, which side would you do? Do it. 100%. Don't think, just do it. All right, sick. Let's see, what about your cartwheel? Which side would you cartwheel?
Cartwheel probably my
Left, okay. Your natural affinity is the one you want to follow. So you naturally twist left. When we get to like some higher level twists, you're gonna really want to be able to twist like with your natural affinity.
Okay.
So we're just gonna start with like really basic ones.
tornado kick, turn knee jump kick.
Yep, turn knee jump kick. Yeah. Let's try pop 360. It's like a Power Ranger kick.
Okay,
Like this.
got
So
it.
we step 180.
Yep.
So our back is to our target. We jump off both legs. We outside crescent the target.
Chubby surprise.
Something you could do is like a fei long, which would be a fake out. So like kind of like that kind of thing. So they're distracted by the first kick.
Okay.
So we're doing a pop, which means we're going 1, 2,
Got it.
take off 2. Okay. Here, outside crescent your target.
Yep.
Look at whatever your target is, and then it's just your inside crescent, or in this case, you probably want to do a jaw kick, so it's literally just front snap kick.
Okay.
Outside crescent.
Outside, bang.
This way. Boom. Outside crescent, and then before you, so let's
That's gonna be hard.
yes.
Okay.
Just think about kicking up the other leg, and you'll naturally land.
Okay. What exactly is tricking?
Right. So it stands for martial arts tricking. It started in like karate and taekwondo martial arts tournaments where they creative forms. So they do like, you know, extreme forms is what they call them now. So it started like that. And basically they would do their extreme forms and they do all these tricks and stuff.
Right.
And then at the end, they would all kind of like hang out.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, I just learned this thing.
Here's this thing.
Try this. Can you do this? And
Yeah.
they'd like try to one up each other. And so they were doing like martial arts tricks. So they were like trying to do like new tricks and stuff and make up stuff.
That makes a lot of sense.
So then it just got shortened into tricking.
Oh yeah, I can't believe it.
Good. I'm looking at my target. I'm just turning my chest.
That's wild.
Back
That's
the
the
other
craziest thing. I mean, it still is martial arts.
Yeah, it's martial arts techniques, but we call it an aesthetic martial art. We're not learning to like actually kick people, but you probably could use it to harm people. Like,
To be fair, a lot of people don't actually learn how to kick people.
right. Yeah.
They are rooted in like martial arts kicks. At some point, yes, it does look super cool, but also it does come from like actual kicks.
Yeah.
Like you're talking about hook kicks and crescent kicks. I can relate to that. Like so tornado kick,
Right.
it's super easy.
Can you do tornado kick on that side, like turning to your left?
Yeah.
Okay. So can you take off both legs and tornado kick?
That's a little bit harder for me, but I can.
Okay. Now just pick the left leg up a little bit. Okay. And you just did the same move you're trying to do. Yep.
Was that it?
Yeah.
Gosh dang it!
It's all mental. Thinking about it differently is what changes it. You just thought tornado kick would allow you to turn your hip like you're supposed to, which we kept trying to do with the other
Which we
leg, but
kept
it
trying
wouldn't
to
let you
do.
do. Yeah.
And which honestly makes you a good coach.
Easy money.
Are you kidding me?
So easy.
How much did you move it though?
Sir, that's probably the best one.
Chubby surprise.
Yeah.
That was the one. Okay, cool. So I'm an expert now.
Yeah!
Now the question is, in the fighting sphere, how useful is this actually?
When it comes to like fighting, you need to be faster than someone, you need to be more accurate than someone, or you need to be stronger. Sometimes you can have like 1 or 2 of the 3 and still do okay. In these situations, you're putting your body up in the air and in all these crazy different forms, which means that you're gonna have to be all 3. You gotta be able to throw it faster than the average thing because like that's the counter. Be more powerful than the average thing because you're putting so much at risk. You've got to be able to just finish it. And 3, you have to be accurate enough to actually land it. So you have to get there super quick, land it, and then land it with enough power that it does something. Speed-wise, you may be able to catch somebody off guard, which means you can go a little bit slower, but it'd be tough to just kind of like naked land that. Accuracy, I actually do think that this could work. Obviously holding the pad is a little bit different than somebody's face. I think for that one it's very possible to be accurate enough that you can be up there and go bang, bang and hit somebody in the face. But when you hit them in the face, is it going to be powerful enough to do anything? I don't think for that one it's a yes. Like I could land it, but what are the odds it's gonna do something? Am I gonna kick somebody hard enough that they move and not me who's in the air?
Like I said, this is like a very like capoeira kind of motion.
That's pretty sick.
Okay, what we're gonna do is you're gonna do the most garbage cartwheel you can do.
Okay, like one of the
usually-
kid ones that's like this?
Yes, exactly. The more sideways, the better, actually. So we'll use this as a setup usually. So we'll do something like palm kick, master scoot, cork or something. So we'll go like palm kick, master scoot, cork, and use it as like a momentum generator. And so, perfect. That was. You're gonna do your cartwheel, but you already went sideways, so we can skip that step.
Yeah.
We're gonna touch only our second hand, which is our right hand in this case.
Okay.
So we're gonna come across and just do cartwheel really sideways with our right hand.
With your right hand.
Yep. And you see your leg already kind of comes
already
already
going
going
up.
up. So now you just gotta spot your target kind of the whole time through and try to make it a hook kick. And leaning into that and then just letting it rip me
I
across.
was gonna say, when you throw a hook kick, half of your mass stays in the same
Precisely, yeah.
spot.
The balance.
But if you got both feet in that vicinity, like you're,
Boom, bow. Yep, just focus on extension. The more you extend, the more balanced you'll actually be. Yeah! What I do is I look over my shoulder until I can't, and then I look under my shoulder. On. Yep, exactly.
Okay.
I look really controlled.
Okay.
You want to be like within fighting distance. So you want to be like just enough.
Yeah.
This is almost when you're like too close to your target.
Okay.
Because you're going to go that way, not towards me. You're
Okay.
not entering.
Okay.
You're going sideways. I will move. Look at it, look at it. Great. Yeah. The rule for tricking is that if we're doing a flip, we always look at the ground. So if we're going over our head anyway, we're looking at the ground. But if we do a kick while doing a flip, we're looking at
the spot, the target.
yes. That was it. Yo! Look at it. You're looking away from it.
I did.
Woo! So that's your
Now-
kick. Yeah.
Chubby son.
Oh yeah, that's powerful. You even, oh yeah, let's go. Yeah, just lazier. Oh yeah!
That was it. I think of the kicks that I learned, the capoeira one, I think I could land. I think that one definitely has a uniquity that means the speed is a little bit less of a factor. Because if I can put my hand on the ground and you don't expect what's coming, and I can do it at a time that I'm further away from you, bingo. That spinning wheel kick is full of momentum. It is going to hurt if you actually land it on somebody. The main variability is the accuracy there. If you can get it to a point where it's super accurate, I think this lands. There will be more of me doing stuff that's not like just for fighting. It'll be on his channel, I'll link it down below.
So what do you think? So cause like we can do things like that are called like backside 900 where we're like things like that.
Yeah.
My momentum goes backwards slightly, 360, and then I just round kick or front kick.
So essentially what happens here is he teaches me this move and then we practice it for about 20 minutes and this is the best it gets. Chubby, not surprised.
Hey look, if you're out there and you're not good at something and you want to do it long term, if you fail at it, tweak something a little bit so you can do that part well at least. This way you won't hate yourself and not try it again because you weren't good at it.
You want to do a cheat 720 or a cheat 900? Hook kick?
I think I want to do a cheat 700.
720. We're right here.
Yep.
I want you to pivot your knee to literally right here. And then from here, I just want you to jump and hook kick over here. That's all you're doing.
Okay.
Literally. So we're stepping, boom, and then you just look at your target, outside crescent, but with your knee. Oh. Yeah, honestly, that was a great job. So I would just stomp myself into the ground. Hey, no. Whoa! That was good.
All right, let's hit the stuff with it.
Really good, you kicked over it. Look at it. Hey. And it's way more stable.
Yeah, definitely.
And then bam, that was good, you kicked over it. Into it. Oh yeah, that was strong, that was strong. Oh, nice, that was good. Yeah. I knew you were gonna do it when you jumped. That was it.
Now the 540 is an interesting one because you kind of actually see this play out in some martial arts styles. Like in competition. It's got tons of momentum. I don't think power would be an issue there. If you can land this on somebody, this is one of those that even if they block it, like if they don't block it perfectly, it would still stun somebody. The speed is interesting because if you just look at it as an overall speed, it's fast. But you're doing an extra spin, which leaves a lot of time of seeing someone and going, whoa. But I mean, you look at Raymond Daniels, who was definitely doing a 540 in competition, bailed on it, which means he had the control to see that it wasn't gonna work, and then threw a cross. That means that he had every bit of intention on throwing and landing a 540 hook kick, saw something in midair, and then stopped to redo something else, which in my opinion is enough evidence to show that like this would work. It's gotta be on somebody you're already kind of picking apart and you can do what you want.
Like we're squaring up.
Yeah.
I'd be like, all right, let me warm up, bro. Yeah. What are we gonna do?
Yes, that's a good point.
And
And a lot of people see stuff like that and they immediately equate it to themselves. Where they're like, oh, if I did that, I would land on my head. That's not good. But you have fallen so many times probably that you don't land on your head. Even
Right.
if it's like a super bad bail. Not saying that you should do this stuff in a fight. Not saying that what we talked about was the most practical thing. Came in here with the thought process of, oh, this is gonna be difficult to turn them into kicks. They are kicks. All of these kicks are taken from traditional martial arts. Then they were just like put through the ringer of difficulty.
I was going to conclude this video with a sparring session where I hop out here and then I move around and I do flying kicky tricky stuff that I just learned. But there's a few problems with that. The testing out process of will this work in real life is a little bit difficult to do with no control at all. And by no control at all, I mean in a couple different ways. A lot of these kicks are so spinny and momentum based that it's difficult to control in the first place. But you add somebody who only has about 2.5 hours of experience, doesn't necessarily grant you the amount of control that would be necessary to not hurt yourself and your friends. So jumping into sparring would be incredibly irresponsible and not something I would do. Now that I say it, I really want to cut to me doing it, but I won't. I won't. I won't. No, actually I'm not gonna. Reason number 2, I can't move my body. And that's better than yesterday. And yesterday was 4 days after we did the filming session. My opinion on anything that is more difficult to do and using it in a real fight, I'm personally a believer that if you gave me 7 months with a paper folder in the mountains to just like train with this paper folder all the time, I'd mess you up. Like, it's just paper, but if you use it the right way and you have the right intent to it, you give it the right amount of time, these kind of things can be useful. Does that make it as useful as, I don't know, say any other weapon? No, not really. Just because you train in it a ton doesn't necessarily grant you secret powers. But the more that you train something in a way to make it effective is going to be what makes it more effective.
Okay, so that was fun, but martial arts can also be about fun and overall athleticism rather than just kicking people. He's trying to help me with the back handspring. I have a deathly fear, not deathly, I haven't died yet, of going that way.
So you fall onto your butt and then you swing up and over. Really good, easy. I didn't even have to help you much. That was great. That was great. You can do that.
All right, see you guys.
Yeah, really good. You're okay.
All right.
So make sure you jump.
Okay.
Sit, fall, swing, jump up. So we're gonna use the mat now.
Okay.
Everything?
Man, I am nervous.
Yeah.
Man, I am nervous.
When you're scared, try it hard.
Okay, got it. gonna do it this time. I'm just
Got
gonna
it.
do it. Ah!
Really good. Yeah, that was really good. Yeah. Really good. Backflips on concrete. I need to get open and then close. You gotta open as hard as you can.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Boom, go.
Yes, stretch your stomach. Get your arms as hard as you can above your head.
Okay.
Yeah. You got it. You didn't jump. Up here, punch it in the face. If you watched It Too, which I did not, but spoilers, they just bullied it to death.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Just,
they do.
See? Arms up, pull it in strong. Backflip. You got it. All the way over. Yes, look at that. Yeah. Let's go. Oh, you actually tugged on that one. Yes, do it. Yes, bro, you let go. A little too much back. Bro, come on. That was it. Oh, so close. Yes, let's go. See? Yes, you did it. That was
That
good.
counts,
That was good.
right?
Yes.
That is very scary. You did a great job teaching me, though.
Thanks,
you.
bro.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I'm sure you guys get this, and I'm sure you get this. It is like so bothersome to not feel like I can do something, and then I came close, so like that felt good. But now I'm like, my body is, which is why you come back multiple days.
Yeah, yeah.
Which I will.
I feel you.
But yeah, thank you.
Yeah, man.
Anyway, subscribe to this channel right here. You'll have a link down below. Subscribe or I'll kick you.